Let's initially start off with the Google Pixel 8a. We've got some full leaked renders now, so we can see it in all of the different colors. We've got a black, we've got a white, which is like they call it, they've got fancy color names: obsidian, porcelain, a bay blue, as well as a mint, which is a very this doesn't seem to be as much of a subtle green like we've seen on the Pixel 8. This is like more of a stronger minty green that we can see on here. Now,
I love the fact you just went minty green with that one.
Well, I'm not much of a color man. There's only so much I can. Only so far I can be descriptive with these colors, but it's just it's a lot more vibrant, shall we say, to what we saw, which was a bit more of a subtle one that we saw on the Pixel 8. Now, if you recall, a few weeks back, I kind of had a little bit of a rant about how bad Google are with leaks, right?
Yes, we did.
Pretty much proved my point, hasn't it? That look here, we've got the Pixel 8a in its full glory. Now, this is likely going to be announced. We're pretty sure it's going to be announced on the 14th of May during Google's annual I/O Developer Conference.
Yeah.
In terms of what we're going to be expecting, right? Google Tensor G3. So that's going to be what we had on the Google Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro, kind of now trickling down here. It's expected to have a 6.1 inch full HD display, 90 hertz potentially, 8 gigabytes of RAM, starting with 128 gigabytes of storage. It's going to have a 64 megapixel main camera, a 13 megapixel ultra wide with a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. That's going to have support for 27 watts of wired charging. So, I mean, with Pixel A devices, it's pretty standard. We know what things are going to be like. Looks like it's going to be quite rounded on the edges. And the one thing that it is, I mean, I'm looking at this on GSM Arena. It's rumored to start at a higher price. Okay.
Ooh.
So maybe because of some of these updates, like, the 90 hertz display, potentially we might be seeing a slightly higher price. Now, what I absolutely love about the A series, it's such an easy smartphone to recommend, isn't it? Like, if you've got somebody especially if it's somebody that's, doesn't want to spend too much, they're like, you know what, I just want something that's just going to do, take some good pictures. It's going to last me fine. That's it. That's all you need. But if the price keeps increasing, as it has been over the past few years, then that makes it a little bit tricky, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. I think, I don't know, because there's a lot of competition now. A lot of manufacturers being able to use last year's SoC, like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. MediaTek has some really good processors. You can bring those prices really low, and it becomes some really good competition, for that market. Now, yes, Pixel has a very streamlined operating system that allows for, it's easy to give to my mom, even your grandma. It's a very clean experience, especially on Android on there. But I agree with you. I think that price etching up might be an issue.
Do you think they still will do the 8 years of, was it 7 years, sorry, of OS updates?
They might do 5 years, and, I don't even think they will mention it. I think they won't mention it. I think they will let everyone assume it is 7 years.
This was a big selling point of the Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro, right? That we've got 7 years of security updates. So now you buy a device for say, I don't know, I'm saying about £350, right? Let's call it around £350 or $400, roughly around there. And you're going to be getting 7 years of Android security and OS updates. Now, let me also mention that we've just had this come in recently last week, that AI editing tools are now coming to all Google Photo users, right? So this is no longer going to be an exclusive Pixel feature. These AI features such as, Magic Editor, where you can remove people from the background. You can do a few of these things where you can move people. So say you want to get a picture of you jumping, you can do that. Photo unblur as well is another one that's also coming to all Google Photo users, because all of the processing is done in the cloud, right? So you don't need it to be you don't need a powerful device or anything that's going to have to do it, because there's not much happening on device. It's all happening in the cloud. And they are now rolling this out to all Google Photos users, which means that the Pixel 8a obviously will have this. Now, that along with 7 years of Android updates, which I believe is going to be a key selling point, I think that's pretty compelling.
Oh yeah, it is. I think every year, to me, my favorite Pixel device is the A series. Overall, especially when you look at it like throughout the span of the year, from when it's released to later, you can always recommend the device. It fits that need of like, hey, I need a good phone. There you go. Take it. Just take it and go. Right?
So easy.
Yeah. So I think it falls into that quite well. In regards to the updates, I think it would be 7 years, but they could be slick and just go like, yeah, you know what? Here's the Pixel 8a. Here are the specs. Here's the price. Let's go. And then everyone assumes that, it's 7 years. I mean, I'm not saying they will do that. I'm just saying that it is very possible because.
I think they will. I think that's the key selling point. So they will push that because I think the only other one that's doing that, the only other manufacturer that's doing that is Samsung with the long updates. But that's kind of for their flagship devices.
Yeah.
Everybody else is not doing as many updates as we have on the Pixel devices and the Samsungs. So I think that's still a key selling point, especially at that price point. I think it will be the longest supported device for that price, which makes it, it's an easy sell. I think it's an easy sell personally.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As long as the price is in line, it's good.
Yeah, well, only a couple of weeks, so we'll hopefully be covering that very soon. Now, on the topic of Google Pixel leaks, I said we are going to soon start seeing actual pictures. So we've seen renders of the Google Pixel 9, but we've now seen leaked pictures of the Google Pixel 9 Pro. So, these pictures, again, we've got the update on the visor. So instead of going from edge to edge, it's kind of isolated. It looks more like what we've got on the Pixel Fold.
Yeah.
And now we've actually got to see these, physical pictures of the device. It looks like it's got a glossy frame. And this is so long left to when the Pixel 9 and the Pixel 9 Pro will be coming out, right?
October.
Like October time. So we're in April. So, May, June, July, August, September. So that's like 5 or 6 months. And we've seen physical pictures of the device. Renders, okay, fair enough. You could give it to them. I'm still going to be excited about the device. The back looks like it's got a matte finish. We've covered some more of the, general leaks and rumors in a bit more of a detailed clip, which you can see on the SuperSaf Speak channel. But man, Google really needs to work on containing these leaks.
Dude, I've told you, they don't care. I don't think it's a matter of that. Look at to be fair though, with the 8A, even though we saw like little leaks earlier, this is actually not bad. It's like 2 weeks before the event, where we're now seeing the full review for them.
No. But then my asterisk, my sort of thingy to that is the Pixel 8A is like an incremental device. So like it looks just like the Pixel 8, right? Mm-hmm. There isn't a huge deal of difference. So yeah, we've got these different colors, but like I don't think anybody's like, okay, that's like a big leak or something, because it's kind of what we already knew, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with the Pixel 9 and the 9 Pro, they're actually going to be standalone new devices, and they now have a update to this visor that we've had that kind of like the visor that goes across.
The design has changed, to be fair, right?
And it's already leaked everywhere.
It is. They want to prepare fans for the experience. They want you to feel comfortable by the time you hold it in your hands. You're like, this is what I want. So that's why they're just letting it go early. That's all. They want you to know.
Here's Nabong defending Google, but we're 9. So they're 9 years of Pixels, and the leaks have been just as bad as they were.
No, you got to stay consistent, bro. Got to stay consistent.
Yeah, they're going to be consistent in terms of leaking their devices. I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to hear the full podcast episode, then that will be linked down below. And if you want to see more clips like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf Speaks, and I'll see you next time.